Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cross 169 coming to you live with power Spectrum Internet in my foggy ass camera for some damn reason. Um, I think the biggest issue is so I thank you guys for all your time and stuff, and really like to thank you guys for watching my video over the last couple years, watching my videos, watching, checking Messenger, right, like I always do. Watching my videos, checking me out, asking me if I'm doing good. I know you guys worry about me sometimes. I appreciate that. Um, but let's get on with this biggest thing. The biggest thing is, guys, today is that as of right now, GameStop, and we're going to talk the topics here. Damn camera to focus, be nice. Come on, camera, focus, please. Focus, please. Come on, focus. There you go, a little focusing. Today's topic is going to be about more GameStop fallout, Black Ops 7 not that bad, more RAM issues, AM4, DDR4 new life, or short lived. You have heard that AMD is thinking about, or rumors about, that AMD may re-release the 5800X non 3D. Um, they have the 5800XT, but the X itself it discontinued same time as it discontinued the 5800X 3D. That being said, though, and that being totally in the realm of possibilities for AMD to do so, is that they have the right to do so. They have the right to take out an old AM4 platform. AM4 is the socket for the motherboards. AM3, AM4, AM5. That's all AMD stuff. Intel, it just does Intel stuff. I don't know Intel's very well. So if you Intel stays out there, if I say something wrong, your precious Intel, don't come firebomb my house. Get the Molotov cocktails and start firebombing my house because I don't know about the um, Intel stuff, or I do care to learn. But it is still understandable that people have, they have the right to understand. I mean, it's really hard this camera to focus. Sorry, guys, the camera's not focusing for some reason. It's really making it hard to watch myself with like a foggy mess. But anyway, that's sorry. Um, it's just almost like I glaze over the camera. This is weird. I need to get a new camera to figure out how to work this thing better. Anyway, though, the whole situation with AM4 is or AM5 is not the same with GameStop or Black Ops 7 or with Battlefield 6. The issue with the RAM crisis is done because of AI, and AI is in the news. And I watched a whole thing about Gamers Nexus ramble on about AI. Steve, I love you. You're a great guy, but you need to get off the AI train and get back to realization. AI ain't going anywhere, my friend. It's here forever. It's going to be here, until we fight the nuclear war. The machines with Terminator head foot comes out and crushes the skull, and we're all fighting the machines, the hunter killers with lasers and plasma rifles. Until that day comes, um, we need to just focus on what's going on in the gaming world. AI is going to be out there forever, and when it finally gloriously dissolves or gets relegated to just AI centers, and ooh, and oh my god, 2 years ago, like 5 years ago, we were worried about AI, and now 5 years later, it's like AI is okay. It's gonna happen. I think everybody's just hyping on the hype train for AI, and just need to just take a step back and think, okay, so AI is not terrible, but we need to just distance ourselves from it. That's why I'm not going to talk much about AI much anymore. Not until there's a big reason to do so. Not until Terminator foot comes down and crushes the skull, and we're all fighting the nuclear, Judgment Day War or whatever. Then we can have all talk all about it all you want. But until now, I'm not going to discuss it because I think it's really negative. Sit there and whine about something that we can't control. Steve, Jay's 2 cents, Paul's hardware. Yes, I understand you. You can make allusions to it, but the biggest problem is in PC gaming right now is we don't have RAM because of that situation. Because the companies don't want to create more than what they need. Because if they do, and the bubble does burst of a certain topic I'm not going to talk about much anymore, it's gonna make it harder for them to make money because we can't because we're not going to stockpile 2700 sticks of DDR5 of whatever flavor speed you want. And I think that's kind of silly. I think the RAM manufacturers can, they just don't want to. I think all this is done because the RAM manufacturers can, they just choose not to create more RAM because they're afraid of the bubble bursting of a topic I'm not going to talk about anymore, or the topic because I'm just sick and tired of hearing about it. Okay, guys, we need to just come together as one and start focusing on other things. That means we talk about our daily lives. So be it. It's just right now the AI market out there is not going to stop. The tech companies selling the RAM to these places are going to keep selling them because they can. Okay, and we need to accept this. And we need to accept this. We need to accept the fact that it's here. It's going to be here, and there's not a damn thing we can do about it. Even Steve and his mighty long hair. Uh, that looks good, by the way, buddy. Looks very good, by the way. And the gray stripe looks pretty cool, by the way. But anyway, though, thanks, Steve. But anyway, though, the point is, we need to focus on other things, like the collapse of GameStop. We all see it coming, or Black Ops 7, or Battlefield 6, or the games coming in the PC that are not 100% up to snuff, optimized. Not worrying about something that we can't control. We have no stake in AI. If I own a data center, or Steve or J2 Cents or Paul's Hardware own data centers, you can talk about it all you want. If you bought stock in the company, then damn it, discuss it all you want. Do a whole montage of that. That's your business. That's your baby. That's your money coming in. Hey, great. But if you ain't got money in it, if you ain't got no stake, no ticket, no dog in that fight, let go. And I understand why Steve does it, Jay's 2 cents, the rest of them do it because the RAM sticks are used for PC gaming. This is why I'm talking about the RAM issue right now and not doing it in from GameStop Fallout to Black Ops. Because I'm sick and tired of listening and hearing about the damn AI crap. Listen, guys, the AI is going to be here forever. We can't get rid of it. We can't stop it. It's here. If the RAM companies would just produce more RAM, we wouldn't have a shortage. Because they won't, because they don't understand if it's going to be around long enough. You know what I'm saying? This is not caused by some global pandemic like in 2020. People got sick and people died. 80,000 people died, in different countries because of COVID. This was because of RAM manufacturers saying, screw you, we're going to wait for this AI bubble to burst, or hopefully not burst, to produce more RAM for you peasants. That's what it's about, folks. I've been researching this for the last 2.5 months. I was off for 2 weeks, and I dug into this stuff. It took 2 weeks to figure this stuff out. Now, do I have all the answers? Hell no. Do I know why they're not producing 100% RAM? No, but I guarantee you it's because they don't want to produce more RAM than what they need. Because if they do produce more DDR5 RAM, and you, the consumer, only needs 2 sticks, 4 sticks, one time every 5 years, you may not upgrade your RAM every 5 years. Well, let's just say hypothetically you do it every 2.5 years. or every year or every 2 years because you're an enthusiast. They're getting your money every 2 years. But that's 24 months after sale purchase where they get nothing. So they have to hope and wait that somebody buys a new rig and wants to upgrade or upgrade their system. The RAM manufacturers, guys, don't care. And if you think they do, you're full of damn shit. They're shoving their head up the ass of the AI train and they're being dragged around by it. And you can hate Trump, love Trump, blame Trump, whatever. I don't care. I didn't vote for the man. I don't care. But the point is, though, his administration is trying something new. Hey, great. Do AI stuff. Make more tech jobs. I don't care. That's what? A couple 100,000 new tech jobs with people who have to understand AI? Great. Whatever. Goo hoo. How much to pay? 100,000, 200,000 a year jobs? Hey, great. You're making strides. It's awesome. But the RAM crisis can be eliminated by them producing more RAM or turn the faucet on a little bit more and have more trickle in, then boost it up, then send them out. Do like I said before. Every quarter, you fill up the pallets of RAM. You build what you need for the AI centers, and you surplus more for the consumers. Then you ship those out every quarter. Yes, you have to wait every 3 months to boost up numbers. In certain stores, you may not get enough RAM. Some stores may get more, depending on the volume of the orders. But at least the RAM is coming out. DDR5 is trickling out because a simple reason: they're not producing enough. That's why RAM costs $700, $800, $900. Guys, I bought my RTX 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte um, gigabyte. I did a review down below or here, view in the corner or down below. Two reviews. First one was a post review. The second one was a real review. I got back on vacation. That thing cost me $525, $479 for taxes. DDR5 RAM I saw at Best Buy cost 900 something dollars. You could have bought. Sorry guys, you could have bought a 5060 Ti 16 gig, or hell, or maybe even a 5070 on Newegg for about $750, $800. And depending on what you bought, had some money left over for, I don't know, a mouse pad or a mouse or a keyboard mouse combo set. If you buy on Newegg or whatever like that or Amazon, I think Newegg had a little more deals when it comes to combo kits and stuff. Or buy it up at a Micro Center. That's what we're at right now. That RAM and store SSDs has cost more than most graphics cards. Now the 5090s and the 5080s are still going to be $1,000. And when your 5080 is the same price, when your RAM costs the same as 5080, you got serious. You effed up big time. Because there's no reason why RAM should cost $900. Unless you're buying 120 gigabytes of DDR5 or DDR4 RAM. Yeah, it costs you $400, whatever. But that's too much money for RAM. So my thing is this: if you have a rig already, DDR5 or DDR4, if you're brand new, get into the game, I would not go to AM4. I would go to DDR4, but not AM4 on AMD because it's an older thing, unless you're already on it. If you're brand new to PC gaming, go to Intel, get a DDR4, DDR5 compatible motherboard. They have them. May not a whole lot of supply. You may be a little costly now, but if you can get one of those combo ones that have DDR4, DDR5 support, you can go out and buy 16 gig or 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM with a decent processor, pop it in there, and you have your gaming ready to go. So when the DDR5 craze does finally level out and DDR5 RAM is coming in, you can switch over from DDR4 to DDR5, so it'll be an Intel, and it maybe you get a good beefy processor, maybe 12 or 1300, maybe 12 900K or 13 whatever 100K, 700K, whatever, probably 12, 13, 12 or 1300K, whatever we want to do. It's your business, your money. Pop it in there and put DDR4 in the first, then switch over to DDR5 once it starts leveling out. Then you're okay. DDR5 people are being laughed at by DDR4 because DDR4 people, speaking of Intel, realized what was happening or didn't trust DDR5 right away. Or people who are DDR5 and upgraded their rig enough where they don't have to worry about it. Got friends of mine at work who upgraded their DDR4s, DDR5s to the highest level they can. And because they did that, they're fine. So if you're brand new to the game, don't go to AM4 on AMD or AM5 on AMD. Go to Intel, buy a DDR4, DDR5 board that supports both of them. Buy a couple sticks, 2 sticks, probably 32 gigs, 266 of DDR4, be a little pricey, and use that until the DDR5, craze, RAM craze goes back to normal.